Hey, what is going on, everybody? East Tactics here, and I am at this bash spot that I found, well, my wife found, and she sent it to me the other day, and I'm officially going to be launching a drone bash from here. So, going to be doing the headset, and I'm going to be driving my RC from the perspective of my drone and following it around this bash course, exploring it and seeing just how far of a range my well, I know my drone can get plenty of range, but we'll see how far the RC can kind of get away and explore this bash site. So, just kind of a quick introduction for my channel. If this is the first time you guys have seen my channel, this is the Kraton 6S, and I am actually for the first time running full M2C, front to back, top to bottom. M2C makes all the upgraded parts, aluminum parts, the clutch parts for bashing and for staying in one piece, so that you can burn through more than one battery in a bash session, is my opinion. So just to give you guys a quick overview, first thing you may have noticed is that I did away with the stock banana clips, and I rock these little screw-on nuts. You can watch this video if you want to get the details on that. So as you can see here, I've got the M2C rear shock tower, the M2C front shock tower, and more importantly, I've got the M2C rear and front hinge pins, the A block, the B block, the C block, and the D block back here. Those are, I would probably say, and the chassis are probably the 5 most important parts. Well, and these braces right here from here. Well, actually, you know what? As well as the shock tower brace. So basically, the shock tower goes into this rear shock tower brace, which is an upgrade from M2C, into an M2C center chassis brace and a front chassis brace, locked in with an M4 nut to the front shock tower, with the front rear hinge pins in the front and the back front and rear hinge pins in the back. Those are probably the most clutch upgrades that you can get for your RC if you want to do extreme bashing. Just an FYI. So I'm also rocking 2 high-powered DIY custom fans in the front and the back. One is for the motor, one is for the ESC. These are Pyronitro fan covers. This is the setup that you will get for fans if you end up winning the East Tactics May Jump competition. I'm holding competitions for May, June, July, and August. So check out my library for the most recent announcement if you want to get involved in the jump competition. Another thing you'll win is an RC Lipo battery in the competition if you win. This is a 100C battery, and actually this is the first time I've ever bashed at a bash park with 3 batteries. So I've got 1 here and 2 in my bag. So I'm excited to see if toting all of these M2C parts front to back not only allows me to continue bashing for an extended period of time, but also maybe even make it through 3 batteries. It's also a pretty hot day today, so I'm curious to see how well the fans do with keeping the engine, with keeping the motor cool. Another upgrade that I've done is I've done heavy duty front turnbuckle rods. I actually am using rear turnbuckle rods in the front. If you want to see this modification, check it out. Here's the drop for that video. And let's see, what else have I done to this vehicle? I've also got an aluminum servo mount and a high-powered servo in here. If you want to maximize steering 100%, then watch this video. Literally everything you need to know about maximizing your steering, especially if you're rocking heavy-duty tires like this. So now another thing that I am rocking right now is a 3D RC wing mount. Look how flexible this thing is. So it'll be interesting to see how well this thing survives some of these huge jumps here. And just a quick heads up, if you want to get 15% off on these wing mounts, jump over to 3DRC's website. Link will be in the description. Also, if you want to get 15% off your purchase of RC Lipo batteries off Amazon, just put in the code East Tactics in the checkout and put in the code East here at 3DRC. So anyway, guys, that's enough chatting. So let's first and foremost take the drone up and scope out this bash park, see what we have in store. that wing mount is actually solid. Like, no problems at all. Love it. Way to go, 3D RC. Look how fast that steering is. Amazing. That was definitely a wing mount test. Solid! This is crazy. Stay on your feet, stay on your feet. Oh man! Okay, double. All right, back at the truck. And let's check temperature. So actually my 3S battery died. My 850 milliamp battery for my fans actually ran out. In fact, it went a little bit low in regards to its voltage, so I'm hoping that I didn't ruin it. One of the things you have to be cognizant of if you're running more than one battery pack through an 850 milliamp battery, 3S battery, is that you got to either have multiple and you got to pull it off before it gets too low. Now, I do have a backup. I'm actually running both my fans now from my ESC and my receiver box. So it's running on, what is it, 7.5 volts. So let's see the temperature. Basically the temperature is 145, which that's all right. ESC 106. So it still keeps your motor cool enough, which is good. I still got one more battery, so let's go play. Want to see a big jump? Ready? Come behind me. Uh-oh. Something's broke. Uh-oh. All right, guys. I'll see you next time. All right, guys, that was a blast. That hill was so fun. So quick assessment of the vehicle now that I'm done bashing, and a few remarks in regards to the DJI part of controlling it, okay? So the thing that I learned today, because this is a pretty big place, the distance from like right where I'm standing just to that mound, it made it to where the RC started doing its own thing. I was losing control of the vehicle and the range was just not adequate. I do think that flying from the drone perspective, it is a lot of fun. So one of the things that I'm gonna do, I'm gonna look into getting an RC controller for using with my FPV drone that has at least double the range capabilities. The battery life on the drone is about 8 to 10 minutes, and I have 3 batteries. So still gonna continue experimenting with it, gonna get a better controller with better range. But anyway, let me go over the vehicle. So I went through 3 batteries today. This was the funnest, longest bash that I've ever had. And I attribute that to the fact that M2C parts are just so much stronger. Usually, you know, after one bad wreck, you break a wing mount, or you break you know, you bend a shock tower, or you break a shock tower, or you break something, you're done, right? Well, I was able to go through 3 batteries today and not break anything. Now, I will say though, because I was running the vehicle for so long, I introduced a few new, or I peeked over a few new tolerances that made me aware of a few things that I need to do. So the first thing, if you look here, you can see that's starting to come out. So when you put these in, guys, I'm gonna recommend using some red Loctite. Even though it's plastic, I'm still gonna throw some red Loctite in there. And I might even think of something else that will help keep those from coming out, okay? That's the first thing. Didn't bend any of my M2C components. Now, the other thing though that I noticed that happened, check this out. While I didn't bend anything, the M2C hinge pin started backing out. And if you look down in there, not only can you see that this one came all the way out, but if you look at the other one back there, it's coming off. So I lost the one, and because it backed out, it just popped out. And so now I'm gonna have to pop this back in, and again, nothing broke. That just, all the, I guess the extensive riding lent a little bit more to the rattles, you know what I mean? Things started rattling off. So red Loctiting those nuts on the back, make sure those don't come out, as well as red Loctiting or doing something to those balls so that they don't back out, should be golden. One more thing. If you look in here, I blew a bearing back here. And again, I think it's because I was running really hot for 3 batteries. So I'm gonna be replacing that bearing and should be buttoning it back up, so. Oh, I have to say, I am extremely impressed with the 3DRC wing mount. I landed hard multiple times on this wing mount, and this thing is still fine. So hats off to 3DRC guys. Jump over to his website, you know, use the word EAST to check out. You'll get 15% off an already super budget friendly wing mount and other parts. All right, well, I'll get this all buttoned up, put away, head back home, and call it a day. Stay tuned for more footage as I do some research on finding a controller that's got better range and doing some more drone perspective bashing. And I'll definitely come back to this place. This place was awesome. All right, guys, like and subscribe. See you guys on the next one. East Tactics out.